Now this relates back to Alfa Nero and to another yacht called Yacht Luminosity, which we mentioned in the previous video, had a temporary freezing order placed on it for non-payment of bills in Tivat in Montenegro, where she's been sat for over a year. Now we contacted the lawyer who represents Andregeev. Now in that video, we read out a statement from the same representative who said that Andregeev did not own Alfa Nero and he just chartered it a few times in the past. So we contacted the same lawyer and we asked him, does Mr. Geev own Yacht Luminosity? Now, for a while, we didn't get a response. We resent the email a few times. And then yesterday, we did get a response, a very brief one, and it just simply said, Mr. Geev does not own or control either vessel. So now they're saying he doesn't own Yacht Luminosity either. Now that's very curious. Now, does that mean that Yacht Luminosity is going to go down the same route as Alfa Nero? Alfa Nero, $80 million in value. Luminosity is reported to have been over $200 million to build that vessel. We have a confidential source that told us the vessel sold for about $150 million. So it's a very expensive yacht. And now we've got the lawyer who represents Mr. Geev saying that he doesn't own that vessel either. So we have had many communications with many people, former crew, lots of people who've worked on both Alfa Nero and Luminosity, and they all say the same owner. They all say the same person is the owner of that vessel. So we also contacted the company that is, we believe, the one that is taking care of the payments for the crew and those bills that are not being paid in Tivat in Montenegro. It's a Guernsey-based company called Opus Private, which we've sent them communications as well, asking them if they are representatives in terms of bills and payments. We've not had any reply from them. Now, because they're based in Guernsey, Guernsey is not part of the UK, although defence and some aspects of international relations are managed by the UK. So they're not necessarily bound by the sanctions of the UK or by the EU. So what does this mean about the lawyers denying that he owns that vessel? Now, as far as we can tell, they are still trying to pay the bills for Luminosity, unlike Alfa Nero, which does seem to have been just abandoned. But Luminosity, they do appear to be trying to make payments. Although we said in the previous video, we've had communications with people close to the subject, and they're telling us that the former crew, the crew that leave, are not being paid. And even when money comes through for the crew that are still on board, I think there's 5 or 6 crew on board, even when that money comes through, the money for the ex-crew is not being paid. So there are definitely problems going on there. We'll keep you updated on any developments in that story. And this is about Alfa Nero and a strange email that you get if you inquire about bidding on this yacht. You get this message back. It says, this is a note from the government of Antigua below. It says, as of today, April 11th, 2023, the Yacht Alfa Nero has been seized by the government of Antigua.